Alrighty, YouTube. This is gonna be a very emotional one for me. I decided I wanted to do a reaction to MatPat's final theory. Sorry for like the weird, sir. I don't know what's going on with it being paused. It's weird shit, but oh man, this one hurts hard. If anyone remembers me from the start of my streaming career, one of the first thing I did was MatPat's St. Jude charity stream. God damn it, man! I even have the damn like I got all the shit. I almost won the flight to the event from raising so much money. Like, this is the start of everything. I have like a backpack, a mouse pad, and a shirt signed by MatPat himself. I grew up watching MatPat. Like, for the love of God, man, I remember the day he came out with the if the Nintendo girls' boobies are fake or not with Dr. Mario, man. I remember the titty episode, man. I remember the titty episodes. I was there since the start of the FNAF series. I've seen them all. Oh my god, man! It hurts. Like, this is gonna be a long one. I'm gonna be honest, Chad. Like, this, man. Like, it hurts. I wanted to have my friends react to it with me today, but sadly, they didn't seem to be able to pick up the phone and join, so it's just gonna be me solo reacting to it. I guess I needed to do this on my own anyways, so whatever. It's just, bro, like, seeing MatPat gone is just a real, like, especially with this being his last day. Like, we just found out Akira Toriyama, creator of Dragon Ball, passed away, which I'm being hit by that, and that hurts. And now MatPat's going away, and this hurts. Like, two of the biggest influential shit, like, biggest things of my life is gone. Like, the Dragon Ball video is gonna be its own thing. I'm gonna make my own thoughts and feelings on that, and why I'm so saddened by the loss of Akira Toriyama. I just want to wait for that one to be respectful and not get. I don't want to feel like I'm hopping on a trend, so I'm gonna wait on that one when I have more time. But with MatPat, like, it's the reason. Like, one of the big reasons why I was so much into FNAF lore. Like most people, growing up, it fueled my love for video games and science and all this other shit. Me going to college, like, until my dad passed away, and I wasn't able to finish because I couldn't afford it anymore. But like, it was one of the things that inspired me to go to college a bit, honestly. And it's just so sad, man. So it hurts knowing that he's gonna be gone. I remember when he announced he was selling the company, like the channel to a company, to quote unquote give him more time off to work with family while also being on the channel, so he isn't the only one running it. And I just knew when I first saw that over a year ago, like, this shit, that was the marking, that was the sign. It was a sign. And I'm just kind of a little bit down because I've been loving Food Theory, man. Every episode I've like loved a Food Theory since the start of it, man. And like, I haven't seen that much of Game Theory in a while. Like, the actual main channel, I mostly been watching Food Theory because that one's just been my shit, my favorite. And it's just not gonna feel the same, man. It's not gonna feel the same without MatPat, man. All right, let's get into this, man. Oh. I saw it stuff for a second. It's gonna, like, the old intro, man. Oh my god. Oh, I want to make sure it's my quality. Okay, yeah, it's HD. Oh my god. The memories. Oh. And it extended, like. Oh my god, man. God, I remember that part, the reference to the goddamn FNAF sister location. I remember when they added it.
Hello, Internet.
We're starting off strong, man. We're starting off really strong with the feelings, with the nostalgia. Oh my god, man, this is too soon.
Welcome to Game Theory, where that time that I'll be saying those words officially on this channel.
No!
Loyal theorists,
God damn.
13 years ago, I made you this promise.
Do you want to know more about the games you love without having to put in any work of your own? Well, now you can play.
God, I remember
That's
that.
right,
I
Webverse.
remember
We
this.
created Game Theory, gaming's
Oh.
tangential learning experience.
Well, Weboverse, here we are today, 3,000 videos of tangential learning later.
Jesus.
All that up. I already got super weepy in the last one of these things, so probably shouldn't do that again. It'd be redundant and probably not great for the tech equipment. We've also spent the last 10 weeks together knowing that this day was going to come, right? So I really feel like I've gotten my farewell tour. I've buried hatchets, I've rekindled friendships.
Oh no, not
sweeping videos about the
this
state of
canon
online
death, man.
entertainment, fired some
love it.
tanks. That was legitimately very cool. I honored my heritage. I made Disney mad at me one final time, which, you know, felt appropriate. Got some new dripping, and just in general, ran my way through all the things that were left in my content creator bucket list. So again,
God, I feel really bad because I feel like I'm just gonna be too busy watching and then actually react to it because I'm just in the feelings right now. That's why I just want to pause it because I'm really just in the emotions.
ask, how do you say goodbye? First, it's probably most important.
I don't want to. That's how. I don't want to say goodbye. I don't want to.
Remind you that it's not officially goodbye, right? It's not like I'm dying or anything. It's more of a see you later. I'm still gonna be doing.
God, I don't know why. Sorry, but when I gotta point something out.
How do
I gotta do
goodbye?
for the meme.
First, it's probably most important to remind you that it's not officially goodbye, right? It's not like I'm dying or anything.
Purple guy. Like, I wish so badly he did Music Man just so I can one last time. Music Man. What are we gonna do with the next FNAF game? MatPat. What are we gonna do? I can't know. FNAF's not gonna be the same, man. Oh.
Anything. It's more of a see you later. I'm still gonna be doing plenty of stuff. Like, I'm already booked to do the fashion show on Style Theory later this year. I'm still gonna.
Wow, 25th. That's wild.
Be here on the couch for GT Live. In a couple weeks, I'm gonna be giving a speech over at PAX.
So he's gonna be on GT Live still? Oh. Oh, thank God.
Was recently in a kill count. Heck, I'm already slated to do the Jacksepticeye podcast, the Ludwig podcast. There's a collaboration I'm doing with Shea Fearless Productions. There's the FNAF musical over on Random Encounters. Like, I will be doing a lot, and you will probably be sick of me doing all these things on everyone else's channels. But
hell no! I'd be like, hey, I know that guy. That's me. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the, hey, I know that guy. I'm gonna love it.
If you do want to stay in touch with me, there are actually two ways that you could do it. Normally, I'd say something like, "Oh, you can follow me on Twitter," but we all know that there's like a grand total of 0 people who want to be over on that platform. So instead, I decided to make you this. A mysterious website named where'smatpat.com. This is going to be a place that I update every once in a while when I have news about some new project that's coming up or, you know, a mystery that you're going to have to solve by digging through the source code.
Okay, yes, that's
it's
nice.
It's a ripoff of scottgames.com. No, I don't feel bad about that because he stole enough of my ideas over the years. Editors should drop and deal with
what's the ideas?
In this moment.
Oh, you couldn't give me the cool sunglasses?
Yeah. Once you're there, make sure you sign up via email. Don't worry, I'm not going to be spamming you with updates or anything. It'll be more.
You can always spam my email, MatPat. And also, we got the OG! The OG cutout, you son of a bitch! Oh my god, OG, like, intro, the cutter.
Like a MatPat newsletter, or maybe a Christmas card that you get every once in a while with a funny update, or maybe we could chat about a favorite movie or something. I'll send over a video that I'm just inspired to make. Who knows? Basically, this is just meant to be a way to let you all know what I'm up to directly in a way that isn't going to be subject to filtering algorithms, you know? And to kick things off this week, I'll be selecting 100 random emails that sign up to get personalized letters. And from that point forward, once or twice a week, I'll continue pulling a handful of emails to send personal notes to. It'll be a fun way to stay in touch. Long story short, make sure you bookmark.
What do you mean by personal notes?
What might happen over there? But
yeah, I'm definitely checking it out.
Stalling. Back to the question at hand. How do you say goodbye? Well, I think you honestly have to end it all where it began. This title, A Game Theory.
Yeah, I want to know what's the final theory gonna be.
Isn't just a nerdy YouTube show. It's also a nerdy economics concept.
What?
If that's
what do you mean?
I honestly can't blame you. At this point, we've created enough confusion online that apparently we've merited our own disambiguation tag on Wikipedia for game theory searches. In all seriousness, for the first 5 years of the show, I received so many tweets from people who are mid-year in their economics courses, screenshotting their textbooks, freaking out when they got to the episode on game. It's not an episode, it's a chapter. When they got to the chapter on game theory, being like, oh my gosh, dude, did you know that you were in this thing? And
oh, that's funny. Well, like, you know what's funny? I could also speak on that, except for it's not on the economic side of things, but back when I was in college for game design, the phrase game theory come up quite a bit because, like, well, what the hell? Like, what the hell do you expect? Obviously, when you're studying game development, you're gonna get game theory! Thanks for watching!
Yeah, we definitely did. The pun, believe it or
God
not,
damn it,
was
man.
intentional. In fact, Steph and I knew from the very beginning that it was likely that the final episode of Game Theory was going to be about game theory. Why? Well, because game theory, it's everywhere.
Wait.
You can't escape it. If you've ever seen the movie Love Actually, there's actually this opening monologue in it that goes a little something like this.
We live in a world of hatred and greed, but I don't see that. Seems to me that love is everywhere. If you look for it, you'll find that love actually is all around.
Now you just got to replace the word love with game theory, and you basically got it.
We live in a world of hatred and greed, but I don't see that. Seems to me that
game theory
is everywhere. If you look for it, you'll find that
game theory
actually is all around.
Huh, who would have suspected that English acting megastar and recent Oompa Loompa Hugh Grant would be making a guest appearance in my final episode? Truly, we have spared no expense for this one. And not only
God, I love his new iconic jacket he got.
It also holds the secret to winning everything forever. Yeah, I know, right? That is a huge claim to make. Clearly, I was saving all my biggest secrets for the grand finale. So, you know what?
What is the secret to life, funny man?
Let's not beat around the bush anymore, my friends. Let's make you masters of the universe and reveal how, whether you like it or not, you all are theorists for life. Come on.
Here's for life. Hell yeah, bitches. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're moving off the couch.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Let's go.
We're off the couch. Oh shit, we're getting a house tour?
Theory is the science of strategy. So we gamers, we understand strategy.
That's why I go all out, MatPat. Go all out.
Specifically. Well, to understand that, you have to go back to the original game theorist, not me. This guy right here. He might not have himself the red leather jackets or the cool diamond play buttons, but I'll tell you.
Bro, you can't beat the leather jacket, man. It's so iconic. Holy shit.
Tell you what he does have. A crater on the moon named after himself, so I'll let you decide who has the bigger flex there. This
clearly is the jacket. Also, what is that bead thing on his wrist? I don't think I ever remember him wearing that before. That's so cool. I feel like I missed a part of lore.
Guy right here, he is mathematician John von Neumann, and he was everywhere.
John von Neumann.
I do mean everywhere.
What a fun name.
Like, this guy was a key player in the invention of the digital computer. He helped with the discovery of the structure of DNA, even the creation of key components for Oppenheimer's Manhattan Project. You know, the...
Oh, I think I heard about this guy! Oh, I just watched a documentary. Isn't that the guy that figured out how to, like, take, I think... was calcium out of bird poop or something like that. It was he figured out a way to help I forgot what it was. Like he put something back into soil that allowed us to increase our plant production. He ended up helping Germany a lot during the war. We don't talk about that part, obviously, this is assuming if I'm thinking of the same guy. I'm very bad with names. This could be somebody else, but I'm pretty sure that's the guy.
The Christopher Nolan movie where big things go big booms. But perhaps his biggest claim to fame was game theory. The idea that in any situation
it probably
where
is
there
a
are
different
two or more
guy. I think this
people,
might be a
or
different guy.
players in this case, you can model out a game that'll help you find the best outcome. Have you ever played rock, paper, scissors and thrown out rock as the first hand? Because you know statistically most people choose their first move to be scissors. Or maybe you picked paper.
What? What? What do you mean most people choose... Who the hell chooses scissors first? What? Everybody I know always throws out rock first. Excuse me? Okay.
Paper because the last 3 moves have been rock, and they're obviously going to be throwing rock again. Well, congratulations, that is game theory in action. And he got a Medal of Freedom for that. So it just goes to show, don't let your dreams just be dreams, kids. Sometimes
God, he's taking out all the memes. All the memes.
In short, game theory is the study of strategic choice. It's math that tells you what people are going to do and who's going to win the game. Probably the most famous example of a game theory scenario is the prisoner's dilemma, where 2 accomplices have just committed a crime and they're both given the chance to narc on the other one. If they both deny the crime, well, they both get a short prison sentence. If one of them denies the crime and the other rats him out, the narc walks free while his buddy is stuck in prison for a long time. And if they both confess, they both get a medium sentence. We can model the possible outcomes here in a nice, neat, mathy looking square. And while technically the best outcome for both of them would be to trust each other and not confess, they're criminals.
You're not going to trust.
They don't know each other that well. And because they don't trust each other, by the math, both of them narc on each other, and as a result, get a medium amount of prison time. Or if that all's too complicated and hypothetical, over in England, they turn the whole thing into a game show where they say the word balls an uncomfortable amount of times.
Welcome to Golden Balls. Golden Balls. Balls of riches, 12 balls. My balls are all golden.
My balls are all golden?
Balls, and they're all bursting with money. Killer balls. 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 Balls.
Now, why am I bringing all this up? Well, game theory is more than just wads of cash jammed into a bunch of balls. Someone should tell Mr. Beast that I just discovered his next video idea. No, it has very real consequences.
I want to see Mr. Beast do it. Mr. Beast, you son of a bitch. You make that video. You make that video.
The world. Back when the US and USSR were on the brink of atomic annihilation, the principles of game theory helped both.
Oh shit, he's gonna talk about how the neutral assert destruction, where pretty much the reason why we don't destroy each other with nukes, because if we were to attack with a nuke, we will get attacked back and we both will be destroyed, so we win by being stalemated. This actually reminds me of this clip I've been seeing of Star Trek, where the AI was able to beat the best player in a game simply by, instead of trying to win, he played the stalemate instead, therefore making him give up and then winning by default because he rage quit. He gave up. If you turn everything, I think I know where this is gonna go. If you turn everything into a game, into you versus what you want versus the opposite outcome, you can probably find a mediary that allows you to achieve something in the middle. I think this is gonna go. That's just my theory. But let's find out.
Both sides reach an agreement to slowly disarm their nuclear arsenals. If you want to know more about that story, Veritasium's recent video on game theory does a great job telling it. And honestly, I can't really improve on it. So thanks for doing all the research for my final episode there, Derek. If you want an example that's a bit closer to home, though,
yeah, you got a whiteboard?
Here you go. YouTube.
YouTube.
Got it. See, YouTube as a platform is just a bunch of zeros and ones, right? But YouTube as a community, it's a network of people constantly trying to make strategic decisions. Creators are players who are more or less rational people making videos that'll get you to watch and like and comment and subscribe. You, the viewer, you're also a player in this. You're on a strategic mission to win the experience by finding the thing that's most satisfying to watch. And the people who run, or at least have run YouTube in the past, shout out to Todd, Jake, Neil, Ernest, Meg, Ariel, Susan, David, Fede, Vader, Stephanie, and Kim.
Holy shit! Are these all the CEOs or just like high up people in general? Because I only knew of Susan. I don't know why Susan. God damn it! But yeah, no, I only knew of Susan running the reins. Did she just run the longest? Like, shit. Also, who's Lucy?
All in a strategic game to keep the creators and viewers happy, while also figuring out the best possible outcome for YouTube as a company by appeasing all the advertisers and shareholders. It is serious.
God, I remember the adpocalypse, and I think, what was it, 2018? God, that hit so hard. Kappa.
Complex strategic arena. And that's how you get decisions like use bright green text because it's more likely to stand out in a sea of dark gaming thumbnails and more likely to get clicks. Launch shorts as a means to counterattack against TikTok. Do a video on something that's not trending so you can stand out from the pack. Or maybe you lean in so you're
But if you go too far from, you stick out too much, nobody would care.
Suggested against the algorithm. Every video you watch, everything that you click on, it's the product of creators using game theory. Slap a big old game theory colon in front of every title and slam some clickbait green text on every thumbnail. All those hundreds of millions of subscribers to Jimmy and Ryan Trahan and Cocomelon, I like to think that they're all secretly ours. Where's our 200 million subscriber play button there, YouTube?
So, this is very interesting. I'm actually, see, this is what I love about game theory, is where you teach you shit.
In the end, it's all game theory. Speaking of, and this is just an aside that I learned about earlier this week, apparently there's a Chrome extension that allows you to do exactly what I just described.
Wait, what?
It, quote-unquote, MatPatifies your YouTube feed by...
It does what? It's what?
Putting green text on like every thumbnail. Just saying, we have reached the peak of human achievements. I, for one, really like this one, where it's Link and saying Mommy's hungry. That's just traumatic on a whole nother level. Or there's one that I saw circulating online, Ryan Gosling doing a puppy interview, and the title is Birth of a Killer. There's another one that showed up on the subreddit, Afton's Final Death Smash? I gotta say, I am proud of the mark that I will leave on this platform. But so what, right?
God, man, MatPat, you're wild for that.
YouTube is game theory. Sure, that's great. It's interesting, but why does it matter to you, right? Why am I spending so much time talking about all of this in my final episode?
Well, obviously, so we can use it.
Because like I said, game theory can help in every strategic interaction that you have. And it's produced a literal strategy guide on the best way to live out your life. Tried and tested by all our grandfather theorists. But to truly understand that, we have to go back to where it all began, a glorified PowerPoint presentation.
That is nice, but see, I'm very conflicted how I feel about this. Now, I do like the min-maxing of the YouTube and how to get advantages of shit. But to me, I don't know, maybe I'm just wild. I have an issue where I have a lot of subconscious, like, handicaps I give myself in terms of where I have to do things a certain way. And to me, the point of doing YouTube at this, especially right now, with this, like my, I don't even just like YouTube, like social media, streaming, and all that, like even more so where I've been having this identity crisis, I guess you could say, or just content crisis where I feel like I'm unwanted or not sure what I want to do. And honestly, just what I want to do for social media is just be myself, you know, hang out, talk about how I feel, like do the things I love to do. Just be me. Be cool, you know? Like, no one, shit, cool is not the right word. Just be me. Like, I want my social media to be, like, open in a portal of just hanging out with the boys. Talking about how I feel. How I feel just on, like, as a person, in the moment, on a thing. Doing what I love, sharing what I love, sharing happy moments. That's what I want to do. But yeah, I do. God, like for the last Fury, this is actually very interesting. Though I am loving this, and I probably will watch this several times on my own. It just feels so bad to see him gone. I'm not gonna lie.
Verse, allow me to introduce you to, lights please, the Trust Game. I love this. We started as glorified PowerPoint slides, and we're ending as glorified PowerPoint slides. Here's the TLDR of this one. The Trust Game was originally
kind of sad that we're already halfway through this.
By a guy named
Makes me
Robert
upset.
Axelrod. Clearly not the most creative with his titling conventions. Basically, this was the prisoner's dilemma or the golden balls thing, except here, there was one crucial difference. They're not just playing the game once, they are literally playing it hundreds of times, repeating it over and over again to see what strategies end up winning the most across a longer period. This then gives us a model that's shockingly closer to real life, because here, most of the time, you're not
Son of a bitch just has a virus mouse to click through the presentation, man.
Thinking about what you have to do to win a single game, you have to actually think about the consequences of your actions. The more people think about the future, the more they're willing to quit.
When you learn your question has consequences!
cooperate because they don't want to screw themselves over down the road, you know? Again, for details on that experiment, check out Derek Veritasium's video where he talks about all of that, including having an interview with the game's creator. It's a very cool video. I also borrowed his convention for that one, so thanks for the ladder and the idea there, Derek. You can also watch Dr.
MatPat's over here stealing everything now, huh?
Or, you know, the various TED Talks that are all about this experiment. We'll link to all of those down in the description below. But just to jump to the big conclusion here, the best strategy to winning it big boils down to 4 key points. Number 1, be cooperative. Lead with trust. Assuming that the person you're playing with is your enemy right off the bat, it's not going to serve you well. Trust in others, it's going to let you win more frequently in the end. Secondly, don't be a pushover.
Really?
Sure, it's good to be trusting, that is great, but
trust with others. That's actually shocking, because with a game like this, I honestly feel like it'd be beneficial to like distrust these. I guess I'm crazy. Like, because you fake when it comes to like winning. Like, yeah, for like everyone to win overall, yeah, lead with trust for sure. But like when it comes to winning the game, let's see what it means.
The second that someone takes advantage of your trust, the winning strategy is to call them out on it and then immediately hold them accountable. Which leads nicely then to point number 3, being forgiving. Don't hold a grudge. Don't be a Mr. Darcy.
My good opinion once lost is lost forever.
That is a failing indeed.
You tell him, girl, you are exactly right. She's speaking some game theory truth right there. Well, sure, it hurts to have your trust broken. Staying open to the chance that other people can change,
the goddamn projector,
and get better, that is the ideal solution here. The trust game showed that players who held their opponent accountable, but then forgave them, actually won out more often than any other strategy. And lastly, it's important to be honest and open about your strategy. When people can't understand...
See, I don't know... Let me hear this point.
What you're thinking, that's then when mistrust starts to breed. By being honest, it breeds honesty in others. It allows you to build on that trust over time, one step, bit by bit, across the
See, God, this one hits home because a lot of this is how I am. Like, I know, humble brag, but like, no, I like to trust people. I trust people around me. I forgive people, and I am honest about when things are wrong. And I don't like lying because I never see the point, because you're just going to add more issues, and I like to wear my cards on my sleeve. But I feel like that fails me all my life. Honestly, trust, like, maybe this is just my own personal trauma and issues I've been having. But when I bet everything on trust, always fail. When I support people to the maximum, and trust they will do the same, and willing to... I don't know, man. So this one kind of hits hard, because now this is feeling like a philosophical issue on my end, where it hits my heart true down to my core. God, I feel like I'm just trying... It sounds like I'm just trying to make this longer, but this truly is, like, hitting me hard, because this is something I've been struggling with. So I find it's ironic this is the subject matter. Like, I would not have imagined MatPat be doing his Final Fury, be talking about shit like this. Like, it had been slowly, like, over time, this type of shit, like, the constant, like... in my experience, when you put everything on your sleeve about how you want to be, often that will lead to people thinking you're being too good, or it's too good to be true, is what I meant, especially when you don't have any bad intentions, and causes them to be more paranoid of you, and that can cause problems within itself. And maybe I've just been having bad experience with people around me, but I love this message. Personally, living by these rules, which I still do, don't get me wrong, I don't want to abandon my rules, which is pretty similar to this. But my God, have it been kicking me in the nuts every day, trying to live like this. No, being trusting people around me, believing in people, being honest. Maybe, like I said, I've just been having bad experience. I'm just thinking too much into it, but yeah.
thousands of rounds of testing, nice strategies that were fair
I trust
but
MatPat's
also
here.
firm ultimately won out the most. Now, when I read these outcomes, what really struck me first was how they present a really hopeful view of the world.
Exactly,
A hopeful
very
view
hopeful.
that I don't think a lot of us carry around a lot.
God, I feel like he's calling me out. Holy shit, MatPat, do you hear me? So, excuse me? I like how I was just I just gave the most pessimistic view of this entire thing, talking about like how this is like great and all, but the hopefulness of it doesn't land. And by the way, I love this face; it's so funny. But anyways, it's just here he is. It's like, yeah, man, isn't that crazy? It's so hopeful.
I mean, it's easy to assume that everyone out there is out to get you, and it's easier to
God, I
just
feel like
close
I'm
off
being
people
called
who've
out.
wronged us in the past, but
Shit, man.
And game theory specifically proves that assumption's wrong. And hey, if you don't want to believe the thousands of rounds of computer simulations, there is a very solid real-life example: YouTube. YouTube is a positive-sum game, which means that more than one person can win. And in fact, a lot of times, the more others win, the more you can win too. When I was just starting off, I was so mad and scared when Vsauce 3 released this video, calculating Sonic speed. I'd been working for a year on the channel at that point, grinding away and seeing a fair amount of growth, but in that moment I saw a spin-off of one of YouTube's top subscribed channels just horning in on my territory of gaming science. It was like they were gonna steamroll me. They were gonna steal my audience away. So I did a video where I tried to stake my claim, and thus Sonic is Slow was born.
Hello,
Oh
Internet.
my God,
Welcome
let's
to
go!
Game Theory, applying science to video games since April
I
18th of
remember this.
2011.
Doesn't this go on about how it would break his legs or some shit trying to run at these speeds?
Recently, however, a new gaming scientist has come onto the scene. The good folks over at
Bro,
Vsauce
the
3
shitty
recently
mic,
took a
man, I
gander at a
miss it.
game series
I miss the
covered in
shitty mic.
episode 5. It's a great video, except for one thing: it's wrong.
Listen to my voice in that.
God,
I'm
man.
so proud that I finally hit puberty, like 7 years of making these videos. Anyway, you can tell that I'm super salty in this one, right? I'm
Definitely.
asserting that I did it first. I'm citing the dates. I am literally trying to one-up Vsauce 3. But then
Man's trying
something
hard.
interesting happened. I got views from Vsauce. I saw that their video and mine were actually helping each other. I was so afraid of me losing a year of hard-earned progress. But in reality, I wasn't just operating on my own island anymore. By unintentionally cooperating with each other, we had just created our own little micro-trend of gaming science content. There were clearly
And
enough
collabs.
views for all.
This is going into how streamers VTubers who grow the most right now are VTubers that do collabs together. I tried those before and they never worked out. In terms of I never really clicked with anybody. So I thought they were pointless. Or at least where I am today. Maybe I was wrong.
All of us. Steph and I, in our years of consulting, kept hammering home this one point, that YouTube is a place where all ships can rise. Leading with trust goes a long way. From inviting someone to collab on your channel, to comparing notes on production because it can help you.
Real quick, I want to say, it's not that I didn't trust anybody, it's just the fact that I didn't think it was working. Or that it was worth the effort.
You actually see this kind of cooperative game theory in action with content houses, or projects.
Wait, don't content houses are historically doomed to fail? Like, has there ever been a successful one?
It's like the QSMP, where creators are helping each other and sharing audiences. On the flip side, there are creators who haven't done a good job of leading with trust, and who've approached YouTube as a zero-sum game, a place where there can only be one winner. And guess what? Didn't work. Back in 2020, a few of the...
What? Haven't the biggest tubers been some like the most standalone people?
Top beauty creators tried to take each other down.
Oh yeah, I remember that, but wasn't that only the beauty scene that was like that?
Encouraging viewers not to watch
or
each
maybe
other,
not.
Trying to turn audiences against people that they thought were their competitors. It was for the clout, it was for the views, and it backfired. In fact, it backfired so badly that all of their channels took a massive hit. And the beauty vertical, which was once a main pillar of YouTube's earliest days,
did die.
Truly recovered. By working together, the platform thrives.
God damn it, MatPat. The memes! The memes!
But by thinking that you can only win when other people lose, well, that's when everyone loses. It's kind of sad. Let's move on. But if you don't want to listen to mathematicians or YouTube meta-analyses, just look at me. Game Theory, the show, is a testament to those 4 lessons of game theory, the nerdy economics concept.
Man, this is starting to hit me really hard in the heart. really, really hard in the heart. Have I been too alone? Like, this is starting to have me have this video, man. Having me have goddamn like existential like a goddamn crisis over here, man. God damn, man. Did not expect this. I'm over here having a full-on crisis. Because I have an issue where by nature I'm very like I like to be alone a lot in terms of like I don't like going out doing things, and no, I just like being home and hanging out with a couple of friends. I already have the mentality of I'd rather have 10 close friends than 100 friends, you know? And honestly, the more he speaks on this point, the more it just hits so many chords with me. I'm thinking that what if have I just been too antisocial in the last couple years of my life? It's now when I think about my life in the last couple years, I had so much pain, anger, and just sadness in my heart from the loss of my dad, my trust being betrayed by people I thought I could trust. Maybe that is the issue. And I think everyone who, if you're watching this, you see this part like almost 40 minutes in. Holy shit, you're a Chad. Thank you very much. But you should watch this video on your own. I should have said that earlier, but everyone should definitely should watch this. So far, man, the message is hitting hard, man. This is by far my favorite game theory video so far. Holy shit. God, you really are landing off on a high note, MatPat. I don't want to see you go, man. That's why I'm kind of scared to press play, because I don't want to see it end. I don't want to see it go, but Unis honest, am I like people? If you get the reference, get the reference.
Every person who's built this channel has led with trust. Ronnie, he put his own show.
Isn't Ronnie the one that died? God, that hits hard, man. That hits hard. You can see it in his
on
face.
The back burner so he could dedicate his time to editing game theory, trusting that we would be able to succeed more together. He helped the show to truly become what I had always dreamed it would be.
The old
I
editing,
wish
man.
that he could be here to this day so I could thank him so much.
I knew it. It was...
The same is true for Goomba.
God, I felt that. Also, I could be wrong, but didn't Gaijin Gooba make a FNAF not safe for work comic? Wait a minute. Because I remember there was a weird comment I saw that was going back in the day. And I swear to God, the artist had Goomba in their name. Maybe it's a different guy, but...
And Drake and Lee and Ryder and all the other...
Bro, Austin! Science! I loved it, man. I missed him. He was one of my favorite. Dude, I love Austin, man.
Partner shows who joined up with us in lieu of working on their own channels. Steph, she left being a consultant at a real company in the medical field.
Wow.
In the belief that by cooperating, we could actually make something really special together.
Holy shit. Dude, I didn't know that. Damn, man. Stephanie really is ride or die. Dude, the relationship between MatPat and Stephanie is just beautiful, man. So great. It's so nice to see when you see two people truly find an actual soulmate. That's a wild laugh. She really did ditch everything for this, and that is so wholesome. And they deserve it. They're great people, man. There's some of the best people out there, honestly.
Jason, who is actually right here behind the camera right now. Jason,
right,
who
get your ass up
the
here,
guy
Jason.
That we blame all the time on GT Live.
Right.
Jason was Theorist's first full-time employee after me and Steph. He
oh
jumped
my
in there
God,
when
man!
all we had was a kitchen table and a cat that he was.
You can just see Jason is holding everything back. MatPat is just smiling happy to tell us about how great his friend has been over the years. And Jason's over here holding it in. You can see
constantly
it.
alerted to. And Sudafed,
you can just see it, man.
Thank for your current net worth because
and Zyrtec.
And Zyrtec.
You
have taken so many pills over the years.
I have. But all medically prescribed, though. I promise.
Yeah, no, good medical pills, not anything sketchy for sure.
God, I love
but
it.
Jason
man.
is the man that we have trusted with the weight of the entire production process across all the channels for years. Like, this man is the unsung hero of everything you've probably ever watched across any of the channels. Without him, without you.
This is so... God, he's getting sappy now. Oh...
Now get back there, okay?
Now get back there, okay?
You know...
God, I felt that, man.
Friendship first.
Friendship
but
first.
also working together to create awesome stuff, right? And if you're talking about unsung heroes on this channel, there is one man who also deserves a call out, and his name is Yossi. He is our audio wizard. He is the man who I have trusted with my voice for the better part of 9 years. He has had to suffer through more hours of my voice than anyone else in the world. I am so sorry.
Oh my God,
Yossi.
no!
I am so sorry for all the burps and weird edits and weird diatribes and jump scares that Ollie has given me over the years. Was Yossi
what is some of the Ollie jump scares?
You know what he was willing to do? He was willing to learn. And I've trusted him with my voice.
God, that is so wholesome, man. God, I love how he's giving it to thanking his team. Also, anyone remember the day where MatPat used to record in the closet? God, the man was stuck in the closet, man.
For the better part of 9 years. And the same goes for another member of the team who you've never gotten to see, but was actually there before the channel was even monetized, which is kind of crazy to think about.
What?
You don't know Dan Levitt, but Dan was another one. He was the first...
Oh, I know that guy! Is he the guy? Oh, that's their media. So I know him. That is, if I remember correctly, that is the guy I spoke to when I was working on Try Not to Fall Asleep. I talked to him, asking if they can do a video on it to promote the game. And that was one of my dude, he was so chill to talk to, man. I loved it.
Who actually saw potential in me.
It is him! Yes! Dude, I remember, yeah, this guy was so cool, man. He was so great. He was so hype about game theory. And when I was talking to him to help the video game Try Not to Fall Asleep, back when I worked with them, during the later years of me being in high school, like in that weird transition of coming out of high school before college, that was the time it was such a good memory, man. I remember when I saw them make the game theory video on Try Not to Fall Asleep, man. I was going crazy. I was like, I did that. I did that. Oh my God, man. Yeah, this guy is great.
To become my manager, even though he had never managed a YouTube.
And also, before anyone's called Cap, if you made it this far, holy shit, what a chat. If anyone's called Cap, I am literally in the credits for Try Not to Fall Asleep, man.
Before he just jumped in with 2 feet and said, "Hey, I've never gotten a brand deal in the past, but think I could do it for you." And he did.
God damn,
and
man.
then he got me literally hundreds more. He has his own management company now.
Yep.
And he manages
it's him. I remember using that to on email. Yeah, the website. It works, bro. If anyone's watching this and you really do want management, he is the guy. He is such a cool guy. You can talk to him.
Some of the biggest sports creators on all of YouTube. I can say with complete confidence that this company and my career would have looked totally different had it not been for Dan. And
I believe MatPat. I believe him.
Without me. He and I have built businesses
100% believe MatPat on this guy.
Right next to each other, using cooperative game theory for over a decade. He trusts me to make good decisions on YouTube, and I trust him to make good decisions as my manager. And we both benefit in the long run. But perhaps the most important person in all of these trusting relationships is you. You guys, right?
Son of a bitch, man. God damn it, man. You're gonna have to hit me with that, man.
Here, I wear you on my wrist these days.
That's what it was. I was asking about what that was too. That's so wholesome, man. I love it when the YouTubers are so appreciative of their audience, man.
Theorists have been the best example of game theory in the history of the show Game Theory. Every time you click on one of these
I wish
videos,
I could have met
you are
MatPat.
leading with trust. You are saying,
God, I remember the same dude. I am so sad that I wasn't able to win the flight there. I was so close. So close to winning that flight, and I would have loved meeting MatPat. He seems like such a chill dude, man. That's I guess one reason why I'm sad, because one of my dreams, if I ever make it big on social media, man, I want to meet MatPat. Personally. I talked to Dan. I never got to talk to MatPat directly, and that was sad. That would have been great, man. I would have lost my shit if I ever got to talk to MatPat. I would have been too busy fanboying, man. Probably for the best I didn't. I'm a cringe loser, man. So, oof.
you know what? I'm gonna give this one a chance, especially on those episodes that are covering topics that you've never even heard of. And on my end, I've always tried my best to fulfill on that promise and make sure that your trust pays off by delivering a great, well-researched, fun, a lot of times stupid
Dude,
video.
this era of YouTube was
there have been plenty of times where I've missed the mark, where you weren't happy about a topic, or where I said something wrong, or my research was bad, or whatever, and I needed to learn about it.
I'm not gonna lie. Over the years, I have seen people get MatPat shit, so I know where you're coming from. I have never been mad at MatPat for any of his videos. Even the Corona one that was controversial, because I understand where he was coming from. Like, where he wanted to raise awareness about cleanliness, which is, if you really break down the video of that Corona one, truly what it is. I had some people try to even go deeper about shitting on him for, like, oh, the type of science he used in this video is actually harmful because you can trace it back being linked up to the type they use this and blah blah blah. And it's like, dude, he's just teaching different lessons and it's having fun at the end of the day. And I appreciate that. You're a legend, MatPat. And that's not a theory. That's a goddamn fact. Alright? You're a legend, man.
About that. And so you, acting exactly as you should, according to that trust game,
oh my
you
god.
those moments. You showed me that I
What is this?
But more importantly, you were willing to forgive.
That is so cute.
You gave me a chance to learn and grow.
He bedazzled him
as a creator and as a person. And look at this. We all won. Look at this thing that we managed to build together. Don't tell.
Stop hitting me in the feels, man.
There's 3 of them here in the room, but like the rest of them downstairs. You guys, you've always been the most important member of this team, whether or not you ever realized it. And now, as new hosts step in, yeah, they're obviously going to have to learn a lot.
I don't know if I'd be able to watch it, honestly, because without MatPat, it's not going to be the same. I'm definitely going to cry. I'm going to try, because, god damn it, man. This is hitting me hard in the field.
And they're going to have to earn your trust just
like I'm really trying my best to hold it in, because I don't like crying anymore. Oof.
I did over a prolonged period of time. But I hope that you approach them with the same sense of cooperation and goodwill that you did for me all those years ago.
I will try,
so,
MatPat.
Well, I might be leaving as host of this show, Game Theory, it'll never leave. It'll never leave me, and it'll never leave you.
God. It hurts, man.
We are all Game Theory, which honestly is why I thought it was fitting for you guys to be the one to say this.
But hey!
No. No. Oh my god.
Just a theory. Just a theory.
That's just a theory.
A game theory.
Class dismissed. Thanks for the theories, MatPat.
But hey, that's just a theory.
God damn it, man.
Just a theory. Just a theory.
Just a theory.
Just a theory. Thanks for everything.
But hey, that's just
oh my god, ID! Let's go!
Just a theory.
Just a theory.
Theory.
Oh my god.
Theory.
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 That's just a theory.
That's just a theory.
That's just a theory.
That's just a theory.
God damn it, man.
A style theory.
A food theory. A film theory. A game theory.
Oh, it hurts. Please don't leave. Oh. Oh my god.
for watching.
And that's just a theory! A game theory! Oh my god, that was so poetic, man. Oh, that hits hard.
Oh man, where to? I got something I gotta do.
I seen leaks of this. I'm excited.
For a road trip?
I guess.
Let's go.
God, I'm feeling lightheaded, chat. I am feeling unbelievably lightheaded. God, MatPat. I just want to say real quick. I hope he has a wonderful time with his family. He deserves it, man.
You ready?
It's time. After all these years, he's gonna have the talk. God damn it. So I already seen parts of this, so I've been spoiled, but God. I've been waiting. Scott Cotton, you son of a bitch! So poetic it ends on this man.
Come, we have much to discuss.
He's gonna tell him the FNAF lore! He's gonna know! He's gonna know the lore! He's gonna know the lore! He finally gets the answer! He gets it all! Also, what do you mean in the 1 out of 6? For answer to find all in, check the bottom of the strip. You son of a bitch. You know, no way he's doing an ARG. I can't, man. Alright, autoplay. Oh my god, man. Oh. Thank you, MatPat, for everything. I will miss you, man. This hurts so much to see it gone. Thank you, MatPat. Thank you for everything. Everybody, the community you built is great. You will be forever loved on the internet. And hey, that's not a theory. That's a goddamn fact! Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a wonderful journey with MatPat. And you like my my reaction. Thank you guys for being here. Bye-bye.